Surprise! It's update 31. We didn't give you any warning about this, but this morning, what is this? October 17th, 10 o'clock Pacific time, we got update 31. Now, it's not one of the huge updates that we sometimes do. A lot of folks have been asking, is this the Infestations update? No, it's not. A lot of that big stuff is coming later. But we realized that, we have a tradition of doing a Halloween update that adds new outfits and costumes to the game, that sort of refreshes our limited time Halloween, event where you get to grab certain costumes you couldn't get at other times of the year. And you know what? What better update number is there for a Halloween update than update 31? So that's what update 31 is. It's a Halloween update, and we are here to walk you through it. Hi, welcome survivors to the State of Decay 2 stream. I'm your host, Geoffrey Card, and alongside me, we've got the art director of State of Decay 2 with his beautiful, luxurious, famous head of hair, Brant Fitzgerald. How are you doing, Brant?
Yes, I thought I'd let my natural hair grow for this.
So, Brant, the reason Brant is here is because, much like your parents when you're 3 years old, he chose the costumes that we are going to wear. And so we're going to get into it. But first, we've got a few other things to go over. Number one, we're going to be doing a giveaway of some fancy stickers during this particular stream. We're going to give away 15 packs of these stickers. So if you want to get some stickers that look like that, you should watch for Battissimo to prompt you in the chat, and you should type !enter, because that's how you can enter. And towards the end of the stream, we're going to pick 15 winners. So if you are on Twitch, by the way, if you were picked as a winner, it is on you. You need to whisper to us. You need to stick around for the whole stream. Wait until you get called out as the winner, and then you need to whisper to us so that we can get your information and we can actually send you some stickers. And similarly, if you're watching on YouTube, you can't whisper to us. So what you need to do instead is send an email to social@undeadlabs.com. If you get chosen as a winner, send us an email to that address to say, hey, you chose me, where's my stickers? And we will send you some stickers. But that's not all. During the month of October, we are running a pair of contests, the prizes of which are hoodies from our gear shop. So it's going to start getting towards, fall and eventually wintry weather. You're going to need a nice new hoodie. And so what you should do if you want a hoodie is enter these contests. The first one is a pumpkin decorating contest. Basically, the idea is you decorate a pumpkin by whatever means you want. You can carve it and put a light inside. You can put stickers on it. You can paint it. Whatever you do, just take a gourd. Take a gourd and make it look State of Decay-ish or zombie-ish. Decorate it on theme, and then share that image. Share an image of it with us on Twitter. Our account is, I believe, State of Decay on Twitter. Go and find us on Twitter. Share it with the hashtag Carve Your Art Out. And if you share it between the dates of the 18th, that's tomorrow, for those watching live, between the 18th and the 30th of October, then you'll be entered to win, and you'll get a hoodie if you're one of the winners. So go check that out. Of course, you can see there's a URL on the side there. We're going to have some blog posts explaining all of this in detail. So if you want to know, the ins and outs of the contest, definitely go check out our website, and you'll have all the information you need there. But the pumpkin decorating contest is not the only contest. There is a second contest, a flash fiction contest. Now, flash fiction is stories that are 200 words or less. And so that's the idea. Basically, you go to our Discord channel, which we'll have a link to where the Discord channel is in the doobly-doo. But go to our Discord channel and go to the channel that's called Flash Fiction Contest. And basically, just type in as a Discord message the flash fiction that you want to enter in the contest. And again, this is from the 18th to the 30th. So go there, and the prizes are the same. It's going to be hoodies from our gear shop. So we're excited about this, and I do have a little bit of a funny story to share. So when we were going over all the details of the contest this morning, there's this tradition in Halloween, during Halloween times, to make Crypt Keeper puns, right? Like, everything that you do in Halloween needs to have some kind of creepy pun, some kind of word that sounds violent or scary or something like that. And so when our social media team was choosing what the name of this flash fiction contest should be and what the channel should be on Discord, they were like, oh, let's call it a flash fiction contest. And I got to tell them what slash fiction actually was. So no, it's not a slash fiction contest. Do not write any slash fiction for us. That will be immediately rejected. Instead, write flash fiction, 200 words or less, something spooky, something creepy, set in the State of Decay world, or some kind of, something zombie related. That's what we're looking for. Please, no slash fiction. And so with that said, Heather wanted me to point out that you should definitely stay tuned to Twitter and Discord for more details, because these these contests are going to launch tomorrow. You notice that the date says the 18th. Today is the 17th as we're shooting this. So once the 18th rolls around tomorrow, you'll get all of the details. We'll be talking about it incessantly. So go join our Discord, link in the doobly-doo. Go and follow us on Twitter, State of Decay, and we want to share all the information with you. And that's it. Those are the contests. So let's talk about more stuff. In fact, why don't we start with a view of the trailer for Update 31? Welcome to Update 31. As you can see, I have dressed up my community with the classic Halloween outfits that have been in the game for ages now. This is the, of course, swine and bovine outfit with the stitched together head of a cow and a pig. Of course, I've got the hog splitter here as their weapon, which makes perfect sense. Somebody at some point did split a hog in order to make this costume. But this costume is one of the old classics. It's one of the ones that's been in the game for a pretty long time now. And you can see my community here. I've got a bunch of the old classics here. I've got Steph here wearing the swine and bovine. I've got Scary Gary, one of my favorites. He's wearing the scarecrow mask. Dahlia, my leader, is wearing the what's it called? What is that? That's a jack-o'-lantern. Wearing the jack-o'-lantern mask. I've got Adam wearing the fearsome footage welder's mask and mechanic's outfit. And I've got Dale over here with the hockey mask. So the right here. So this outfit, the cannibal mechanic, this guy is available as part of the fearsome footage pack. No matter what, anytime the fearsome footage pack is available from the bounty broker, you can unlock this guy, as well as the juggernaut mask, not pictured here, and the skeleton hoodie, not pictured here. Those are all part of fearsome footage. And I forgot that this morning, and I had a little panic attack because I couldn't remember which costume came from where. But that's where those costumes come from. However, this mask right here, the jack-o'-lantern mask, the hockey mask, the scarecrow mask, and the swine and bovine outfit. All of that stuff is available from now until November 7th. And so if you haven't logged into the game for a while and you don't have all of these outfits, you should definitely log into the game sometime between now and November 7th, because these are only available during that time. But once they're unlocked for you, they're unlocked forever. Your characters can wear these outfits for the rest of the year if you log in during that time. So definitely go check these out. If you haven't seen some of these outfits before, it's because you didn't log in at the right time, and you should come and do it. But that's the old classics. The thing that's fun about Update 31 is that we're adding a few new outfits that have not yet been in the game. And that's what Brant's here to do, to talk about, because we've added 10 new outfits to the game, 5 of them free, 5 of them you have to go hunting for. And so why don't we start actually over here with Frasier. So Frasier here is wearing actually kind of a familiar looking outfit. She looks a lot like that. What was this guy's name? Adam. Looks like a lot like Adam's outfit. But what are we doing here, Brant?
Well, because Susan made that super fancy flaming outfit with, all the special effects and stuff, she had to build the model first. And so she also made a version that didn't have all the flamey bits on it, and figured it was time to release that. And, for people who want to role play a non-cannibal mechanic.
Yeah, exactly. Because while it looks really cool to have these sort of like burning embers around the fringes of the outfit, and running around at night with something like this on looks really really neat. At the same time, I mean, you couldn't really keep your costume on fire for that long. And if you're looking for a little bit of a more realistic take on that costume, this pre-singed but no longer on fire version of it works a little bit better for you. And then also, one thing to notice: at the backs of these these mechanics coveralls, this one of course has got the chain draped across it, but a lot of the other ones they've got different logos on the back. And this is actually a new logo that we haven't had on the back before. This is Wheel Lock Tires, that one of our in-game brands. So
Yeah,
I just realized that Wheel Lock, I mean, that's a kind of pistol, right? But it's also like maybe not the brand you'd want to have for tires. Like, I mean, like, are they just going to malfunction and like, cause your wheels to freeze up? Are you going to be spinning out with these tires all the time?
It's actually an Easter egg to a friend of the lab.
Oh, okay,
A guy,
cool.
a guy whose last name is Wheelock.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes perfect sense then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of in-game brands, we've already got trucker hats in the game, but we've added a new trucker hat right here. And by the way, I should point out where we can find these on the list here. So this is this Spiroil hat that we've got here, which is one of our gas station brands. This is a trucker hat. So we already had the Little Piggy trucker hat available, and a couple of other trucker hats that I have failed to unlock playing in Trumbull Valley. But this Spiroil one, it's also available now, and it's free to anybody. You don't have to go hunting for this one. You just, once you load up the game after update 31, you just get it. So we've got two oil companies in this world. We've got Bronto Gas and we've got Spiroil. Did we just do that just so it wouldn't be just dominated by Bronto Gas just all the time, like a giant monopoly in this dystopian future?
Yes, we wanted there to be some fair market, competition in the apocalypse.
Yeah, an implication that there actually is competition in this world. So there we go. And I should point out, yeah, so this one, by the way, this welding helmet is just called Welding Helmet. You can either have the frightful one with all of the burning stuff on it, or you can have the regular type. And then the outfit there is called, I believe, Mechanic Coveralls. So if you go up here, yes, Mechanic Coveralls right there. So you've got the Wheel Lock Tires one, you've got the frightful ones, and then you've got the old green ones, the old Bronto Gas ones that were already in the game. So this is a new brand. It's got this new gray color to it, which is pretty cool. And then over on this side of the community, we've got a couple of things. This is, let's start with Ratana here, because actually this has been a long-standing request. In fact, I'm going to switch to Ratana.
I'm going to pull my hair off because, one, I don't understand how anybody has long hair.
Yeah, it is. I have had long hair. It is a headache. The mohawk is way easier to take care of. So this is Ratana here. She is wearing a boonie hat. Now, we should talk a little bit about the history of the boonie hat. We introduced the boonie hat for the first time, and it was one of our winter bounty packs. Which one was it? I can't remember. It's like the January one, isn't it?
I want to say it came out at the same time as the Snow Goose, but
like Stay Frosty. Was it the Stay Frosty
pack? It might have been Stay Frosty, but
let's say Stay Frosty, and we'll be wrong. If that's fine.
Yeah, we can be wrong. It's okay.
Okay, Jawa in the chat actually confirms that it was in fact Stay Frosty. So.
Oh, what does he know?
So we had so we'll have a look at her. So we've got this boonie hat. I'll scroll up to highlight the boonie hat. So we introduced this Arctic boonie hat. And I think one of the most common requests we got from players was, hey, this boonie hat is great. I love this boonie hat. Arctic camo isn't the best camo to have everyone be wearing during the zombie apocalypse, at least not in the snow. Can we have some different patterns on this boonie hat? And so, yes, you can. You now have another camo pattern here. Now, this is not a camo pattern that appears on any of the tactical outfits, but it does share some colors in common with practically all of them. This is the same camo pattern that appears on the white flecked camo backpacks. You can see that her hat and her backpack line up pretty well. And I've got her in the brown tactical outfit, which I think is actually probably the one that goes with it the best. But yeah, this is sort of like, how would you characterize this, Brant? Like, this is sort of a reaching out with an olive branch to players who've been asking for this particular thing for a really long time.
Yes. I would just say this is an indication of things to come. Let's just leave it there.
Okay, yeah. Because I'm sure there's lots of players out there who the first thing they're going to say is, but my favorite tactical outfit is this color and this hat still doesn't match it. And we're like, we know. We only can do one hat right now, but we do have these materials. We do have access to these camo patterns. Maybe there will be more in the future, and so we can get into the details about that later. For the meantime, it was really important, I think, to you, Brent, to sort of like reach out to people and say, hey, we have heard your requests, we've heard your comments, and we can give you something right now to let you know that we're listening.
Yeah, there was some discussion as to that particular hat not really being sort of Halloween themed, and it was, I think, the request has was important enough by the community to make sure that we got one in there to say, trust us, we actually hear you, and we're doing something about it. But here's a little, like you said, an olive branch.
So that is the second to last new outfit that is just free, no effort. It just drops right into your closet. The final one, this is this is the one I wanted to play with today. It's one of the aviator helmets. The original aviator helmet is the vintage one, but this is the Air Show White aviator helmet. So you can see it goes really well. I think it goes really well with this blue leather jacket. And so let's switch. Actually, this is the character I'm going to be playing today as we're running around in the world.
So my question to you, Geoffrey, is how long did you spend trying to find something to match that hat?
Oh, you can actually see. So if you go to my personal channel, Durangatang, on YouTube tomorrow, you can watch a video of me doing exactly that, trying to figure out how to dress this character so that she looks good with the white aviator hat. But yeah, so I think this jacket is probably the best match. And then I thought, blue and orange are nice, like high contrast complementary colors. So I thought the bug out bag and the FDGB shotgun were probably good for her. She is dressed like a clown and I love it. And we're gonna take her out in the world today. But before we run her out in the world, we should talk about the other 5 outfits that we're adding to the game. So I'm gonna set my controller aside for a second and come over here to show you something, because these 5 outfits 5 outfit pieces that we just showed you, they're just going to drop right into your closet. You don't have to do anything. As long as you've got update 31, you've got that stuff. But there are 5 more that are actually in loot. So you actually have to go out into the world, start looting houses again. Those of you who remember when the outfits update first dropped, a lot of you spent a ton of time running around the world trying to find these outfits in the world. Well, that's coming back. So we've also got, in addition to the coveralls, those gray coveralls, the wheel lock coveralls, and in addition to the white aviator cap, we've also got pink versions of both of these. You can get pink coveralls that are Little Piggy themed, and also go with the Little Piggy Trugger hat, by the way. And you can get a pink aviator helmet. I think we called it, what was it? The Bleeding Heart aviator helmet. So that one is available, and it's beautiful, and they go really nicely together. What else do we have here? We've got the pink Kraken. So if that wasn't the right pink for you, if you'd rather go for more of a hot pink, this is a version of our normally purple Kraken hoodie that is pink. And this was originally created as part of sort of a cross promotion that we did with what are they called? Sea of Thieves. Yeah, with Rare and Sea of Thieves. And so we had this pattern here, and so so our costume artist just went through with like, hey, what about a pink one? And we're like, absolutely, we can have a pink one. So that one is available in loot. We've got a blue version of the shark hoodie. So normally the shark hoodie is gray, and I think he's got like a red shirt underneath. So now he's a different kind of gray with blue underneath, and he looks really, really great right there. So you can go get an alternate shark hoodie. And finally, we've got this blue campaign hat, which you can, which looks really nice if you wear a little blue shirt with it, and makes you look like a nice park ranger out there in Trumbull Valley. You can see he's got a little Trumbull Valley crest, a little Trumbull County crest on the hat. So that looks beautiful. So all of these can be found in loot in different places in the game. And so actually, one thing we should probably do is have a look at the closet and actually see where we can find these things, because especially those of you who are brand new to the game, who have not really spent a lot of time looking for outfits, or maybe you've just been finding a lot of them by accident because you have so many to find because you're new to the game, you might not have ever looked into actually how to targetedly try to find one particular outfit. So we should have a look at that. So for instance, that pink aviator helmet, for instance, if I wanted to grab that, you can see I can highlight the locked icon here, and it will tell me exactly what kinds of places I should be searching. So for instance, this is a piece of military gear, and so we should be looking in surplus stores, gun stores, and retail shops to try to find this item. So that's the aviator helmet. What else do we have here? We had another the campaign hat. That's right. So the campaign hat, specifically the Trumbull County Dress Blue hat. That one is in farms and campgrounds. So if you go to like a place like Meager Valley, for instance, which has tons of farms, that's probably the best place to go hunting for this hat. And by the way, when you unlock an outfit item, it's unlocked for your entire account. You don't have to unlock it for each of your communities. Once one community unlocks it, everybody gets it. So you can actually you can spread the work out amongst your communities if some communities are in better places to find one outfit or in a better place to find another. That's the campaign hat. What else did we have? Oh, the shark hoodie. Right, let's go over to the outfits. The shark hoodie. So this one is called the Smooth Hound Shark Hoodie, and you just need to look in houses to find the shark hoodie. So that works, and I believe that's actually that the same is true for the Kraken. The Kraken hoodie, I believe, is also found in houses. So yeah, the pink Kraken hoodie, you need to find it in houses. And then finally, the mechanic coveralls. These are actually found in garages, carports, gas stations, and auto shops. So there's a lot of different places that you can find the pink mechanic coveralls. So go searching. And in fact, that's actually what we're going to spend this particular game session doing, as we're going to be running out there in our world and trying to find some of these outfits. Now, the loot system being what it is, with a lot of random number generated going on, the chances of us actually finding the outfits on this particular stream, kind of low. But over the course of, hours of play, you're practically guaranteed to eventually find them if you're looking for them. So there you go. That is most of what is in this update, with one final exception. You'll notice that I've got the bug out bag here attached to my back. You'll notice that it's solidly attached to my back. That I can run around, I can jump, I can sprint, I can do all kinds of stuff. That backpack actually looked like it's attached to my back. Its little straps are flapping, stuff like that. But the thing the backpack is not doing is floating around independently, separate from my back. And that is because, that wasn't happening to everyone. It actually didn't happen to me in my game, but we have fixed that bug. So it took a while tracking that one down, figuring out how to fix it. But that bug is fixed. And so if you've been dealing with floating backpack problems, you shouldn't have to deal with them anymore. And that's it. That's update 31. Yes, Brant.
We got a question from Nelson B that's important for people who are newer to the game.
Yeah.
So Nelson B 95. So if I unlock them now, can I use them for any new or current community in the future? And the answer is yes.
Yes, absolutely.
They unlock across your account.
Yeah, there's a handful of things that are account level unlocks. When you unlock a legacy boon, that is account level. When you unlock an outfit, that is account level. And what that means is, basically it's tied to your main save, not any of your individual save slots. It doesn't care what community you're in. It's saved in your main saves. You could delete all of your communities and start a brand new one. You would still have every single outfit that you have unlocked, period, across the board. There's no relocking them or anything like that. So yeah, so if you want to get access to all these items, get back into the game, run around. You'll automatically get all of the Halloween stuff for logging in, and then go and find the rest of them and loot.
Here's a good question, Geoffrey. I know some of the unlockables in the past have been map specific. Do we have? I can't remember if we have any from this new batch that are map specific.
It doesn't appear to be.
I don't think we do.
Oh no! Oh no! Ferals! Get away from me! No! Do not get on my van! Oh no! Oh gosh!
Oh, what are you doing?
Holy crap! I don't know what's going on. Okay, we got away. All right. But yes. Okay. So we did a bunch of map specific. Bloater! Shoot! A bunch of map-specific stuff in Trumbull Valley. Most of our map-specific items are specifically placed in Trumbull Valley using our feature lets us put actually dedicated things into specific containers. We did a lot of that in Trumbull Valley. And then each of the leather jackets, like the leather jacket my current character is wearing, that blue one with the white trim that goes perfectly with the new aviator helmet. That one I think I don't remember which map it's for, but there is one leather jacket that is map specific for each of the 3 original maps that shipped with the game. And so those are our map-specific ones, but none of our new... They all went into regular old loot tables. So none of the brand new things that are released with Update 31 are map-specific. Now, there might be maps where it's easier to find them. Like I said, there's one of them that is available in farms, and some of our maps have more farms than others. This map in particular, I'm on Cascade Hills right now, doesn't have as many farms as, say, Meager Valley or Providence Ridge. So there is some sense that if you're on a particular map, you might have a better chance of finding certain things. But it's not because they're restricted per map. So yeah, thank you for asking that. That's actually a really important question. So what I'm doing I should let people know what I'm doing right now. I am headed west because I've got an infestation over here. And that infestation just so happens to be at a gun store. And I read that if I wanted to find a pink aviator helmet, what I should do is look in gun stores. So we're going to head down here, and we're going to see if there is one in this gun store. Now, chances are, because it's just one gun store, there's a massive random number generator, probably not. But if we did, wouldn't that be neat? I think that would be really neat. So that's what we're going to try.
Awesome Twitch, dude. If I were to do a flex, it would look like Bugs Bunny's arm when he flexes and it goes reverse. So no.
Yeah, no. Whenever awesome Twitch dude asks me for a flex all the time, and whenever he asks for that, I just say I work at Undead Labs, and that's enough of a flex for me.
I don't even know if I work at Undead Labs anymore, but
yeah. So, by the way, for the rest of this session, basically, I'm gonna be driving around trying to unlock loot, loot-based costumes. So if you do have questions for me and Brant, feel free to ask him. Brant is the one who's going to be paying the most attention to the questions that are coming in, and I will try to participate in answering as much as I can without getting murdered by ferals. Or without getting lost. I'm doing a really bad job, actually, of navigating Cascade Hills. For someone who's been playing in this map for like 5 years, you'd think I'd be able to get around a little bit better, but there you go.
That's okay. I was playing with Mark and Abra this week, and none of us had played for a while, and it was a comedy of errors trying to navigate around the map. and Mark, as the driver, Undead Mark did find places that you can get your car stuck that I'd never seen before.
Hey, we did have a question from Xander Campbell, which I'm not exactly certain what the answer is because, I didn't work directly on this feature. But he was asking if it was intentional that when you bring a legacy character, since the latest update, you can bring legacy characters into your community at will. I wanted to know if it was intentional that they always come in at hero level, even if they hadn't actually achieved hero level in their previous community. And I imagine that probably was intentional, just to sort of like, basically, if you're bringing in an old character, I think the idea is probably you don't want to like go through all of the rigmarole of trying to, for instance, like you might be bringing them into your community specifically because they have a hero bonus that you want to use. And it's sort of like making them earn it back, especially if they happen to be one of your favorite community members, long-standing, and they're being brought in because of their amazing reputation. It might seem a little bit weird that they have to then earn that reputation again in the new community. So I believe it probably was intentional. Brent, do you know any more about that than I do?
Nope.
All right, sweet. Well, if Joe knows any more about that than we do, I'm sure he's watching, he can feel free to come into Slack and let us know what's going on. In the meantime, hello, friends. Oh, gosh. Okay, that one was quick. Hey, get on fire like everybody else. So thank you to Fall Dunga Boom for allowing me to use his shotgun. Oh! I missed a screamer. Oh, it's over there.
Rapward, if in fact that is the case, that characters that you recruit from your legacy pool come in as heroes, then yeah, you could cheese it that way.
Yeah, that seems like a lot of steps though. For cheesing something like that.
And I mean, it's expensive, so it's not,
It's not nothing,
easy.
Yeah. Costs a lot of influence to do something like that. So the question is, okay, so here's my problem. This is why I'm not clearing out this infestation. It's because I'm using a freaking loud shotgun. And so I'm bringing in a bunch of ads. Okay, finally, we've got this infestation cleared out. Oh, let me switch my gun to a slightly quieter gun. It's only a compensating suppressor, so it's not the quietest suppressor I could have. Hey, what are you doing? Ah, eat Talwar. Oh, no! I said eat Talwar, not me. Get off. Oh, God, way too many of you. Ah!
That's
Get
another
hot.
legacy weapon from State of Decay 1.
Yeah, that was a favorite of mine. Like, doing the research. Basically, I had to do the research on a bunch of, like, Indian swords to sort of equip Gurubani with a bunch of, like ancestral stuff. And so it was kind of fun, like, going through, like, just lists and lists of interesting, cool swords from India. And the Khanda and the Talwar were the ones that we found. And they were really, really cool swords. So I'm going to search in here and see if I'm lucky enough to have one of these containers contain an outfit for me. Now, because we have finally, I think, fixed the million bugs we had with this, I'm pretty sure that if I did... Ooh, nice! A D-Bartini. Wait, no, I've got the D-Bartini. What is this? It's the D-Bar, not the D-Bartini. Okay, whatever. They're similar.
That one's hard to find.
Yeah, I feel very special already, so I'll grab that sucker. Oh, wait. I thought I'd... Oh, right. I was going to drop that. Grab that. I can also grab this ammo. I'll hold on to everything else. Oh, that professional choke, though. It's really tempting. I think I've already got a saw blade sword. I'm going to grab that choke. I've already got one on my current shotgun, but those things are valuable, so I'm going to grab another. Let me dump some of this in my van here. All right, drop that off. Oh, you thought you were going to sneak up on me? I can hear you coming. Oh, playing y'all for fools here. Take that. Oh, I'm tired. Nope, I ate a snack. There you go. Boom. All right. Anyway.
That was a quick snack.
Yes, that was Oh, it's one of the silliest things in the game. I love it. You just like, oh man, I'm exhausted in the middle of combat. What can I do? I know. I'm gonna eat a 4-course meal real quick, and then I'll get right back into the action.
Well, again, if we wanted to get really realistic, none of our characters would survive waterborne illness. So, you know.
So I'm pretty sure I looked in every container in there. I didn't vacate all of the containers. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure I opened every container though, and I did not get the loot item I was looking for, which is fine. It's fine. It happens. Oh wait. I don't think I opened this one. What's in here? Not the thing I'm looking for. What's in here? Nope. I'll have to come back here later to pick up all of this stuff, but yeah, looks like I have struck out of this place having the stuff I was looking for, but that's fine. It's fine. You know what? It's okay. It's okay. This is what looting is like. You can never find, never expect to find what you want in the very first house. That's ridiculous. And actually, isn't there another? Yes, there is another gun shop right over here. This one might be an empty. I'm not sure. Let's get closer to it and find out. Oh yeah, this is an empty. So yeah, the mini map. You can't see the mini map, but it's saying this place is empty, so it's not going to have anything.
There's a police station up the road.
Oh, that's true. Wait. Where was the
Go
police
north,
station?
north.
Okay, yeah.
You're not going north.
Wait, will the police station have it though? I don't know if it listed police station.
Oh yeah, maybe not.
It said retail stores. So like Dewey's Hardware might have it. The nail salon might have it.
Let's try them.
Okay, we're right here. We might as well try it.
I have a good feeling about the mini mall.
So I have a bad feeling about it because it's got a plague heart in it. But this particular part of it doesn't have a plague heart in it. So, Molotov, that might be useful.
Well, we should have Joe join the game and take care of all the scary stuff for us.
Yeah, totally. All right, let's look in this tub. This might be a tub of clothes, right? Oh, nope. Well, I should use those bandages anyway. What's over here? Oh, just some booze. It's fine. Oh!
While you're searching, we've got a big question from PG3144 about adding new stories to maps, and you've already kind of answered it for us. It says, I do know that this is a lot of work for the reduced personnel, but just out of curiosity, we'll never say never, but adding the stuff that we did to the maps was a big commitment, especially as you said with our sort of reduced capacity. But
oh gosh, no, God!
You never know.
No! Out! Ah! 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 Okay, okay, okay. I've got some cure, luckily. Okay, okay, okay. Woo! All right. Sorry, you were answering a very important question there, Brant, and I.
It's okay. This is the content we come here for. Watching Geoffrey get overwhelmed.
But yeah, no, like, you're right about like how we never say never. It's always possible that something unexpected can happen. But Homecoming was an enormous update, and it took a pretty large version of our team a pretty long time to make that. And so, I mean, I don't. There's a lot of players who've been like, "Hey, when the heck is this infestation update you announced a year ago going to come out?" Right? And so we've been working on that pretty solid. If we tried to do something the scale of Homecoming again, it would take even longer at this stage. And so,
Well, I mean, there's features that like Joe works on that have the potential to add smaller little story bites to the game, which are a lot easier to do. Like I said, I'm not confirming any of that, but it's always a possibility that we can add a little bit more. Now, something, an update the size of Homecoming, very doubtful at this point, just because that's a new map, and
oh yeah,
so
a lot goes into that. But yeah, but it wouldn't be crazy. I mean, we did add all that stuff to Trumbull Valley. The idea of sort of like going back to previous maps, finding ways to weave in little bits of story here and there, something on a much smaller scale, not insane, not something we would commit to right here on the stream, but
right.
not insane to ask for. As long as we kept the scope of it pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing right now, by the way, is heading up towards a house because those two hoodies on the list both can be found in houses, and I happen to have an infestation in a house up here, so we're going to give that a try. Oh, way back, actually, before we even started the episode, Stuff had a question. They asked, are there any chances of the new costumes being released on the beta branch, too? So, yeah, that kind of opens up, at least if I understand it right, that opens up, I don't know, some interesting details about the way, developing this game actually works. Because, we've been working on the Infestation update when I say we, I, of course, mean a bunch of people that don't include me. We as a company have been working on the Infestations update for a while. And there's a lot of stuff, like now and then we've actually accidentally shipped little bits of the Infestations update with other updates because it's actually really difficult to sort of disentangle all the little bits, all the little tiny changes, all the bits of code that make up an update like that from the game. And so when we decided to do update 31, adding these outfits to the game, the thing we didn't want to do was risk bringing in a bunch of extra infestation update stuff, by accident, creating bugs, that sort of thing. So if I understand it right, and Brent, you might know better than me, if I understand it right, I believe that this is, basically we just took the version of the game that we shipped with update 30, or with hotfix 30.1, and just all we did was take that build and add some costumes to it. And we're not actually doing a full, basically, grab of the full branch. Is that right, Brent?
As far as I understand how we release like updates, this one is not one of the heavier updates, right?
Yeah, and so
go
ahead.
There's a certain amount of data that has to come over every time. So even though it may look like a 2 gig or a 4 gig update or whatever it is, a lot of that is stuff that you automatically have to include. It just rewrites it, even though it's all the same data. But this one is, the only thing we did was add what we call a new catalog, which included the new outfit stuff.
Oh crap! This is bad. Okay, get in the car, and then hopefully, okay. Yes, the small zombies actually filled the slots the Pharaoh would have filled. So we're good. We're getting out of here, and then we'll go find another house to loot.
So JG Lives has a question.
Wait, real quick though. I actually didn't finish answering Stuff's question.
Oh, go ahead.
Because they specifically asked, is it coming to the beta branch? And so what I think will probably happen is the changes that added the catalog, we made them to this branch of the game, and I believe we also would have made them to the main branch that has the Infestation update on it. So basically, the next time the Infestation update, the next time we do a full update of the game, which includes things like the Infestations, the update that came out, update 31, will also come with that. So eventually, the beta branch will get this content. We'll just have to wait till the beta branch is ready to be updated with this. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. Anyway, you wanted to bring up another question. I just wanted to make sure that we actually said, yes, it'll come to the beta branch, just on its own schedule whenever we do a full update of the beta branch.
JG Lives asks, what is the difference between the Heartland map and the Homecoming map? Was Heartland helpful when starting work on Homecoming? Absolutely, of course it was. The work that had been done on Heartland made it possible for us to do a new map release with the small team we had, because about half the work was done as far as like laying out the ground, adding a lot of the buildings, though there was a massive amount of work that was added to Homecoming. We included another basically third of the map at least, opened up areas that weren't accessible in Homecoming.
Yeah, and there were a lot of places. There were a lot of places in Heartland where, like, because of either of story changes or other reasons, we had to make pretty big changes to even the parts that were represented in Heartland, like downtown Marshall. Because the story took place after Heartland, that area had to look really, really different in the wake of the stuff you did in Heartland, without spoilers telling you what it was. So there was still a lot of work that went into it, but man, yeah, you're right. So much less than it would have been if we were trying to invent a new map from scratch.
Well, and we finally undid the great evil of the Wilkerson's house by destroying it.
Yes, exactly.
That is the single most problematic building in the history of our franchise.
So what was so? I'm actually curious. What was so problematic about it?
Well, from day one in the first game, it was so far off the ground that it caused endless problems, especially in the first game, and even in the second one, as many people who are in here will attest. A lot of zombies would spawn underneath and never be able to get out from underneath. That was a real problem in the first game, where zombies would siege that place and you'd never finish the siege because they were just chilling in the basement, apparently.
They would sometimes, like, we called it sharking. They would sometimes just like shark through basically move through the ground like a shark fin, rather than standing on the ground. I remember seeing a lot of that.
It was a constant problem. It was a one-off building, which are investment-wise, the return on investment on one-off buildings is usually pretty low. But that one was also trouble because it was so integral to a lot of the stories. You were there, quite a bit, and so bulletproofing that building was it took a village and a lot of undead Mark and my time trying to make that thing work. And then when it came up for this one, or for Homecoming, I was like, can we bomb that building, please, and just have a bunch of rubble? And that really did. All that did was shift a whole bunch of work to undead Mark. He had to build the correct version. So,
But that's like that kind of decision where, like, you make a decision where it's some upfront work, but it eliminates a bunch of potential bugs, is usually actually a very efficient decision. Like that upfront work can sometimes feel kind of bad, but then like just the number of things you don't have to do later on, it's hard to like overestimate the positive impact a choice like that can make. So I just switched characters because I realized I don't actually have the capacity right now to craft first aid kits, and my character was pretty badly injured. So we're gonna remind myself first how to travel. Okay, yes. Oh, there went my door again. I should have grabbed a repair kit. I knew I should have grabbed a repair kit. Anyway, we're headed to a house in the east that's got an infestation, and maybe I'll... You know what? I just realized I didn't actually loot the house. I got so distracted by that feral attack, I forgot to loot the house. That's the whole reason I'm here. Well, I'll remember to loot this next one. I promise. Me promising to remember things. We'll see how that goes.
Aim to Please has a question about trying to integrate the other year one maps, and that's probably not going to happen. Just because that would be, for us, that would be rebuilding like the...
You're talking about the Daybreak map?
Yeah,
no, not Daybreak. Danforth map.
Danforth. That would be
from Lifeline.
we'd have to rebuild it from scratch because we didn't do anything with that in this one. And that was a test to see if we could like get the feeling of sort of the outskirts of a city. And the amount of content we have inside the buildings in State of Decay 2 is much, much more. And so doing a denser city like that would be difficult for us for our streaming. We'd have a lot of memory problems with that. And you know, some people actually nuked Danforth in their story. So
yeah, totally.
We I mean, we already have a lot of plot holes in State of Decay 2. We didn't really want to just step into a whole bunch more by doing that.
I actually kind of like the idea that we've still got that nuke. That idea that we've nuked a city hanging out in the background of our lore. I feel like that's a thing that, you know, we could grab onto at some point. So yeah.
You never know.
So I like the idea of holding on to that. Oh, I've set myself on fire. Worth it. Okay, who's left? You also get fire. All of you get fire. You get fire. You get fire. Everyone gets fire. What? How did you survive that?
You didn't use enough fire.
I guess not. And then I forgot that my Scar H has a break instead of a suppressor. So that's a problem. I've just attracted all of the neighbors. But at least this is a Red Talon soldier who's got aim snap, so that's gonna help. Hello. Okay, who's left? You? Who's counting as members of this infestation?
I'd like to point out that both Undead Mark and Joe OG Jawa are on the top of their pun games today.
Oh, are we getting some Crypt Keeper action going on in the chat?
Well, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of content in the chat that's hard to keep up with. We may have to just do a breakout session where we just let our best punsters go at it.
One of these days we should let Joe host a stream so that he can just do
No.
You're right. Yeah, that's that. You're right. That would be a questionable decision. Never mind.
That's ridiculous, Geoffrey. That's ridiculous. I'll go so far as to say if Joe ever hosts a stream for Undead Labs, I will quit.
Oh man. Okay. So Burns to 27 asks if we're going to bring the Juggernaut jackets back. I'm not sure what are they talking about the jackets that we offered to people if they were like owners of like previous owners of the game or people who bought special editions of the game prior to the release of the Juggernaut edition, because I think those are still there for people who did that. The whole it's such a difficult thing to navigate. Basically, what happened was we offered a lot of different like editions of the game. Like, you know, you get the what do we call it? Like some kind of special edition of the game that packaged some of the like the first 2 DLC with the game and stuff like that. And people spent and gave them access to State of Decay 1 and early access to the game. People who bought that edition, you know, they got some stuff for their money that then later on in the Juggernaut edition we made available to everyone. And so there was this feeling, whenever somebody has spent money on something, you feel this added weight of responsibility. Like, we need to make sure that person feels like they got something special for their money. And just sort of giving away the same thing for free later on, while on one level, that's the way the world works sometimes. But on another level, you kind of can understand that somebody's going to feel like, oh, hey, what did I pay for then? If they don't have something that is unique and exclusive. Anticipating that, you know, when we came out with the Juggernaut edition, we made some special jackets available only to players who had originally bought those sort of original editions of the game, and so it's this weird thing where, like, okay, now that we've added that you know, helps those people feel like, hey, we appreciate you. We, you know, thank you for helping us to, you know, helping make the game successful very early on in its life. Thank you for all of the help that you've given us and support over the years. And so you get this unique thing nobody else gets. But then people who have joined the game, like who didn't even hear about the game until much later, they show up. They're like, "Hey, I would have bought it. Why can't I have a Juggernaut jacket?" And it's just this very complicated, difficult territory to navigate. So if you are a person who feels a little like, oh, I didn't really get everything that I felt like I should from this process, I'm sorry. But I hope you can understand how sort of complex it is to try to navigate waters like these and try to give everyone. Let everyone that you're making a product for feel like they got their money's worth. When a lot of what people evaluate that stuff on is based on how exclusive something is and whether they're the only one who gets it.
Yeah, I think it'd probably. I mean, there may be some legal issues around the original retailer content too.
Talking about like the specific like radio call-ins, the vehicles and weapons and stuff that were only available to people who bought from certain retailers. Like you got it from Best Buy, you got things that no one else got.
I think people 4 years on would be much more accepting of opening those up to people in the future because it has been so long. But I agree that the people who were with us from the beginning on the Juggernaut thing, I think those people should probably continue to have their sort of exclusives. Yeah. But that's just my opinion. I'm not setting policy here.
Yeah, exactly, and neither am I. All I'm doing is acknowledging the difficulty and complexity of the problem, which I think is about as much as I can do right now.
Okay, we have some winners.
Oh, we do. Please, announce them while I try to set things on fire.
So far on YouTube, we've got Sharky Q, Crazy Train, Solid Snake 74. We've got...
And these are winners for the stickers, right? The stickers that I announced at the beginning?
I believe so.
Yes. Yes, they should
and then we've got 1D Mill, DJ Hood. Let's see. It looks like... okay. This is a more complete list. This includes the first ones. 1D Mill, DJ Hood, Crazy Train, Sharky Q, Solid Snake 74, and Palmy Kiwi so far. So if you're on YouTube, you email social@Undead Labs. And if you're on
Twitch, send a whisper to our channel.
Whisper to this channel. And we're still working on the rest of the winners.
Whew! Well, with the defeat of that Juggernaut, I think I'm ready to GTFO right now. There's a whole horde coming after me. It is nighttime. There are Juggernauts. There's a horde. All my doors are gone. Everything is terrible. But we're also out of time. So let me just get this car to a place that does not have a zombie literally right next to it. And we're going to switch to another screen.
I would put your character on top of that building or something.
Well, actually, so I've paused the game, but actually, let me go back real quick because this is hilarious. So I'm pretty sure that's a bloater.
Oh, this is perfect.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to coming back to this community.
Oh,
that's gonna be great.
That's good stuff right there. Again, this is the content we come here for.
Okay, so let's have a look at what is in Update 31. This is the end of the stream, and so most of the people watching have already seen this, but just to create a summary that's really easy to sort of go over, here is what's in Update 31. We've got the classic Halloween outfits, which have been released today, and if you get into the game between now and November 7th, you will get those outfits unlocked in your game if you haven't unlocked them already before. In addition to that, we've got 5 additional free outfits that are just going to drop into your closet because you've got Update 31. You don't have to do it between now and November 7th or anything like that. They're just in your closet now. That includes a white aviator's hat, an alternate version of the mechanic's outfit that you can see right here, one that isn't on fire. You've got a new trucker hat and a new boonie cap that has that's got a different camouflage pattern on it. And then on top of that, you've got some lootable outfits, some things to go out and find in the world, which include a pink aviator hat, pink mechanic coveralls, you've got a pink Kraken hoodie, you've got a blue campaign hat, and a blue shark hoodie. So all of those are waiting for you in the loot. On top of that, I forgot to tell you there's an Age of Empires hoodie in the game. I was going to put it on one of my characters. I forgot to do that. We're celebrating the 25th anniversary of the release of Age of Empires by bringing back our Age of Empires hoodie. So, sorry I forgot to mention that before in the mainstream, but you got it here in the summary. There's an Age of Empires hoodie. I'm so glad I put that in my notes.
And it's really cool.
It is really cool, actually. We should probably sneak back into the game. No, I'm gonna die of a bloater if I go back into the game. You're just gonna have to look. It's great. You're gonna have to go into your own game and find it. By the way, I think that one is also a limited time thing, so get into the game before November 7th to see your Age of Empires hoodie.
All right, we got a few more winners.
Oh, wait a minute. I've got more stuff. I got more stuff, Brent. Let me get to my bullet list.
Go.
Okay, so no more floaty backpacks. We solved the bug with the floaty backpacks, so that should be fixed now. And then these are not technically in the update, but they're going on at the same time. You've got the Fearsome Footage bounties, Fearsome Footage pack. That's the one that's active in October through the next few months. That's where you can get this mechanics outfit, the skeleton hoodie, the juggernaut mask. So go in there, do those bounties this month. And then finally, we've got some Halloween contests. I made a separate video about that, but there's some Halloween contests that are going on right now. So go get involved in those. Follow us on social media. Go join our Discord. All of that stuff. Oh, there's a lot going on in Halloween, but we're a zombie game, and that's how Halloween works for zombie games. So thank you, and that's update 31.
All right, I'm going to run through all of the winners. We have them all now.
Go for it.
1D Mill, DJ Hood, Crazy Train, Sharky Q, Solid Snake 74, Palmy Kiwi, Ensign Cowplant.
That's amazing, by the way. I assume that's is that from a Star Trek The Sims crossover?
I have no idea.
Anyway.
Mike Jones, Marvin 61688, Angel Eyes, Quadruple Zero, Wrathcord.
Raneth Cord! He's the first one in the chat every single time.
Ranhoff Court, sorry.
That's okay.
Cindy Simspur. These names are killing me. Prophet Boris the Wise.
Okay, I like that one.
Mr. D Gaming and 4AD4.
Awesome. So all of you, if you're on Twitch, send us a whisper. If you're on YouTube, email us at social@undeadlabs.com to collect your beautiful stickers. Let me just, I'm going to bring up that beautiful sticker footage again. Where is that? This is not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. There's the sticker. That's what you got. So you're going to get some of this in the mail if you just, get into contact with us.
Some of my best artwork ever.
Oh, absolutely. Brant is basically, I think this is going to be immortalized forever as sort of your greatest work. So congratulations, Brant, on creating that.
This is a 25-year career in games has led to that.
Awesome. Well, hey, Brant, you got any final words before we wrap this stream up?
As usual, appreciate every single one of you for spending time with us and playing our game. We couldn't do it without you. We love you and thank you.
Yeah, and I'll echo those sentiments. The work that you all have done on your side, communicating with us, telling us what you want, and playing our game and making our game, just this going concern that we get to keep working on and keep supporting. It's wonderful having you. So thank you so, so much. And with that, we're going to wrap this up. Normally, we do 2 streams a month, but we're doing a 3rd stream this month because Halloween is on a Monday, and our streams are on Mondays. And so 2 weeks from now, we're going to do a Halloween special. We're going to announce the winners of our contests, and maybe we'll play some scary games together. So we will see you then, and goodbye.
So it turns out that Joe has been streaming for us.
Oh, what? Has he been this whole time?
I guess I quit.
I thought the stream was monthly. It's just one a month, right?
Did I quit can I not quit because I had incomplete information? I need this job.